Welcome back to another episode of Story Behind the Story. John Walker here with Jessie. Jessie wrote an article over the Diversity Music Festival. So, Jessie, we'll just hop straight into it. What was kind of the overview of your article for the people that haven't read it yet?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So basically what happened is the Northwest Orchestra Symphony held a concert at the Ron Houston Fine Arts Center, and they basically put together a bunch of pieces to try to express diversity, and they had the special violinist extraordinaire, Mr. Richmond Punch, perform with them.
And Richmond Punch, tell me a little bit about him and just his background.
Yeah, sure. So Richmond Punch has a very impressive background. He's a graduate from Juilliard, and he has a master's from Yale.
So impressive to say the least.
Yeah. And so he travels around performing a lot.
And just does kind of events like this.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then with Punch, you obviously had the chance to talk to him.
Yeah.
Just picking his brain a little bit, what did you kind of learn about him as a person?
Right. He's a very interesting person who, he has a lot of creative energy that sort of flows through him and to the audience. While he was performing, it was almost like he was in his own sort of like plane of existence in a weird way. Like he was engaged with the audience, but he got very into it. He started like doing some dancing and just really becoming invested in his music. So when I like talked to him, he was talking about like how he was very focused on like trying to engage with the audience and whatnot, and convey his message.
And just kind of show, I mean, that really attributes to the type of passion he has for what he does. Being able to just engage the audience like that, make it an enjoyable thing for everybody, and still being in your own world and loving what you do.
Right.
So, what was your favorite part by far? You got to talk to a profound artist. You got to experience the musical festival. What was your favorite part of this whole process?
Originally, when I was assigned the story, I think my favorite part is how it turned out. Because originally, when I was assigned it, I was like, darn it, another Tuesday story. It's going to be rushing right before deadline because the event starts at 7:30. A pain. And I was really tired that day, and I accidentally fell asleep in my room. And so I rolled out of bed 5 minutes before the concert started, and I sprinted to the center and got there just on time. But it ultimately went from being a story I was kind of dreading to being a story that I really enjoyed writing, getting to talk to the students in the symphony, as well as to Mr. Punch himself, and just sort of hear some music I hadn't really heard before.
So it turned out to be a good thing for you instead.
It was a
You
good
didn't
time.
end up sleeping all night or anything. But Jessie, thank you for joining us today. An amazing story. Make sure to check everything out for all of the information. That's going to be it for Story Behind the Story. We'll see you guys next time.